Welcome back to the channel, everyone. My name's Kyle Six Figs. In today's video, we are going to be going over at a super high level all of the most current relevant ICP Dfinity news, and then we'll take a peek at the charts at the highest level that you'll probably ever see in your life. Now, we got a big tweet out of the one and only Dominic Williams, folks. 3 big things came out of my Hong Kong visit. Plans for an internet computer hub, probably in Cyberport. Now, I had to just Google where Cyberport was to make sure that it was in Hong Kong. And the significance of Hong Kong is that it's a district where all of China's administrative staff live, go to. It is an advanced part of China, to say the least. But Dom also goes on to say the formation of the ICP Asia Alliance, things already happening. Cooperation with local venture capital to boost the incredible talent building on ICP in Asia. So that would be exciting to see some big venture capitalists pump some dollars into some killer dApps or something like that. There's also a new ICP dashboard on behalf of Carbon Crowd. This basically allows anyone to check and monitor the emissions of the IC, and it's pretty low. In fact, I do believe that this is one of the lowest carbon emission blockchains that there is. Let's get on to another thing. I went to go look for the Entrepot Twitter handle, and I couldn't find it. And so I looked at Bob Bodley's latest tweets, and he goes on to say, I'm very pleased to finally announce the release of Tonic.io, a complete redesign of Entrepot, now rebranded as Tonic NFT Marketplace. We'll be running Tonic, ICP, and Biotonic BTC marketplaces in tandem. And we can read on. I might link to this in the comments or description, but check out Bob Bodley if you want to learn more. But it turns out Entrepot is no longer, and it is now Tonic. And as you guys can see, it's basically just been kind of reworked, rebranded a little bit. Looks good. Really, I do think that Tonic is a way better sounding NFT marketplace than Entrepot. Let's get into the proof of GitHub, folks. Follow these guys on Twitter. But we can see that as of today, GitHub daily development activity, ICP, is ranked number 4. Now, ICP is always in this top 5 positions on like GitHub developer activity, things like that. So if you do not see your coin on here, that is okay. But ICP has been extremely dominant for about the past year, really, when it comes to developers developing on it. It's crazy. We've got over 605 new internet identities in the last day. Looks like 188 neurons were created. About 809 ICP accounts. We are at almost 275,000 smart contracts on the internet computer for a grand total of almost 3.5 terabytes. That is insane. We will hit 3.5 terabytes of smart contract storage on the IC within the next week. I guarantee it. So price is down slightly. We'll get into that in just a second, folks. I thought this was very cool. So at ICP Infinity, threw down this absolute banger of a tweet. And basically, there is about, 400 and some million ICP tokens available, and 183 million of them are staked with no dissolve delay happening. This is insane. So hats off to all those holders. Now, if you guys are looking to follow me, see what I'm up to in between these videos, I believe the last time I made a video was about 8 days ago. I've been traveling on business and things like that. But what you can do is hop on over to OpenChat, create an internet identity, or if you already have one, just go into OpenChat and check out the trade tank. And this is kind of where I'm at. I've been doing a lot of day trading the last week and a half. I think I'm about 21 out of 21 trades, so I've been doing very good. Now, let's just take a quick peek at the daily for ICP, folks. Down 3.4% on the day, up 4.7 on the week, but we did have this killer climb all the way up to about $7.23. What's happening right now? Well, we're looking at this 1 hour chart, and as you guys can see, I have been kind of tracking that there is this little falling wedge. Now, I am speculating, that once we see on this hourly chart this 50 moving average death cross this 200 moving average, we might see price rush right up to about the $6 mark, $5.98, somewhere in there. Now, a lot of people think that when death crosses, things like that do happen, it's very negative. In fact, it's one of those things where we can see death crosses go either way. Same with golden crosses, things like that. Here is an example of a death cross. We saw price rally right up, death cross hits, and then boom, price shoots up later. Here is an example of a golden cross, price shot up. Here is an example of another death cross. It happened, and then the price shot way up. So it just depends on the mood of the market as far as these death crosses and stuff like that are concerned. But being that we do have about a 3 or 4 day falling wedge, which is a bullish pattern to see, and the death cross on the horizon, I do think that right now price is coming down and rechecking the top resistance of this this upper trend line here. So I do think that we are likely to possibly see some sort of a reversal take place here. Let's just go ahead here and throw up a little Fibonacci time sequence. I'm really curious to see if anything pops up. Okay. So when I look at this time sequence, this predicted increased volatility, which we see this candle here, and then the next candle is a real doozy. We had a very nice prediction by time sequence here, in basically a reversal. Same with right here. Price kind of reversed in this area, and price really, the volatility kind of stopped right here. So I do think that today, around, maybe, what is that, about 6 p.m.? About 8 p.m., we might see some event happen. Maybe we'll cruise right up to this $6 mark within the next 12 hours. But, guys, I don't want to give the impression that I am giving financial advice here, because that is not what this is. This is just my own ideas of what could be happening right now. Let's just scoot on over to the 4 hour chart as well. Again, you can see that this falling wedge is still quite defined, and we're going to get rid of this time sequence, but we do have a nice spinning top here. So I would hope that on this 4 hour chart that we see this price range back up and try to touch on this 50 moving average. But let's look at the weekly and see what's going on with ICP. And what we really need is for price to really cruise on up to about $7-ish, somewhere in there. And we almost have gotten there. So you can see right now this candle needs to just climb up to about $7.76, somewhere in there. I suppose if we just drop this right shoulder, so we hit on this wick here, you could almost make the argument that there is this inverse head and shoulders on the weekly chart, or you could almost make the argument that there is now a cup and handle on the weekly chart. And this is the weekly chart, folks. So it takes time for things to move. But one thing that I am still seeing is that we are seeing these lows get higher. And I just think that ICP is in this position now where it's just going to squeeze until the price pops. Let's look at the daily really quick here. This is always good when we can see that price has regained control above the 200 and the 50 moving average. So on the daily charts, what we want is for price to be on top of the Ichimoku cloud. We are almost there. I am hoping that we see some sort of Elliott wave theory move to the upside as well. So we'll just have to kind of keep our eyes on the prize. I will go ahead and try to crank out another video on Sunday and maybe like Tuesday or Wednesday. But for now, we'll see you guys all in the trade tank. I will link to that in the description, pinned comment, so it's easy for you to join. See you guys all in the next video.